Baby. Well, listen, it looks like the ladies was tired of Kenya this episode, okay? And Kandi went ahead and told her exactly how she feel. Let's get into Real Housewives of Atlanta. Before we get into this review, you guys do not forget that I am still giving away my candles this month. Directions on how you can win the candle will be listed down below in the comments. So make sure you go down below in the comments. I will pin my comment. You guys will see exactly how you can enter the contest so that you can win one of my candles. I will also be doing this on next week as well. So let's go ahead and get into the review of Real Housewives of Atlanta. Now, Kenya is adamant about being done with Marlo because Marlo keeps coming for her. Every chance she get, Marlo keeps coming for her. But I really think they both do a tit for tat for each other. Period. Okay, either somebody ain't getting over something that happened to them or vice versa. So that's what they're doing. They always tit for tat with each other. It's not just Marlo coming at Kenya, and it's not just Kenya coming at Marlo. Both of them come at each other based on their own actions against each other. So that's just my opinion about that. But Cynthia tells them, listen, y'all ain't gotta be besties, but I really want y'all to come to a place where y'all both can be cool with each other. Marlo agrees that she's not gonna come for Miss Kenya anymore, honey. Now we know Marlo lying, but okay then, girl. Portia like, I'm done with all this conversation y'all talk about. Listen, I really want to play a game. So can we do something like that? Kenya's like, oh girl, how can I forget? Yes, we are playing a game. Actually, this is the game that we're gonna play. We're gonna play everybody go upstairs, put their pajamas on, and then go to hell to bed. How about that? Y'all cool with that? Okay, y'all not cool with that? Oh, okay then. Portia like, girl, ain't nobody, no. We gonna go in the living room and we gonna play a game. Y'all ain't gotta change y'all makeup, just change y'all clothes, come back down and we gonna play a game. Is that cool with the hostess? Cause y'all know I'll take over some shit real quick. And Kenya pretty much didn't have anything for Portia or anything to say because Kenya already had in her mind what she was finna go do, period. She never agreed to say that she was finna come play with y'all, no way. So Kenya was already had it fixated in her head how she was gonna move, how she was gonna go. And the ladies went on into the living room. Now Kandi was looking around like, where is Kenya? Where is she? Is she coming? Like, what is taking so long? Mind you, Kandi is looking for Kenya because Kenya is the host. It was Kenya's big idea for all of these ladies to have a getaway trip. So this was her idea. So she's looking for her like, girl, where you at? Where you at? Although Portia was the one that suggested that they play the game. Now Kandi is a bit irritated, so she decided to go upstairs to see where the hell Kenya at and what the hell is going on. Kenya's like, girl, why you brought this camera up here? She's like, girl, I bring this camera up here, girl, they chose to come. But listen, we all downstairs. Did you come in or what the fuck is you gonna do? She was like, girl, I got my daughter in here. She was like, okay, well, you can't get the nanny to watch her. I ain't got no nanny right now, okay? And I'm not coming downstairs. I said what I said. Kandi said, girl, I'm done with this shit, okay? Kandi goes downstairs. You can see that she's completely frustrated with the fact that Kenya is not coming down to participate. Portia immediately gets upset. Portia like, oh, I tell you, I done draw the line here, girl, because she out here acting like her mothering is better than all of our mothers. And that right there, that's a problem for me. I could have been at home with my motherfucking child, or I could have brought my child had she told me something, okay? So I feel a whole way about that. Kandi's like, girl, I got a baby that's younger than both of y'all, and I didn't even carry my child. So I know my child is missing and yearning for me. So, yeah, I really don't think it's fair, and I'm really getting frustrated, and I'm getting tired of her motherfucking antics. Let me tell y'all why Kandi really mad. Kandi really mad about that damn food, okay? Kandi's still upset with how long it took y'all to feed this lady, period. That's why Kandi's still mad. So at this point, she's hangry. Kandi is hangry, and everything else is just like, okay, girl, okay? This right here was the last straw, girl. You done already fucked up on the food end, and then now you ain't even finna come down and participate? Are you serious? So Kandi is extremely livid at this point. In my opinion, I don't believe that Kenya not coming down had anything to do with her daughter. I really believe Kenya was motherfucking tired. I feel like she used her daughter as an excuse, but she was motherfucking tired. And also her, nanny had her all day. So when it came to the nighttime, she had to get her daughter. I think she genuinely loves to be with her daughter and to give her daughter that love that her mama didn't give her. But on the flip side also, I just feel like Kenya was motherfucking tired. Kenya wasn't trying to play no games. When she told y'all about going upstairs, put y'all pajamas on and going to bed, she meant that shit. She meant exactly what it was. She said she was not planning on really interacting with y'all. But I do think it's effed up that, Kenya, this was your idea. You wanted these ladies to come on this trip as if it was going to be a getaway. I feel like it's more so a getaway for you to get away mentally from the life that you have back home, your husband not being there, the stress that he's putting you under, and all this other stuff that you have going on. So I think you really wanted this vacay for a mental break. I don't think you wanted this vacay to actually have a good time with your good girlfriends. I don't think that's what she wanted at all, which is why she's just handling this differently. It's like, You would think Kenya's just on this trip by her damn self. Like, you would think that it's just her. She's just going about her day and forgetting the fact that you invited these ladies to come. And based on how you guys have operated throughout all of housewife history, especially since you've been on the show, you know the host provides food, the host does this, the host does that. You thought enough to even decide as the host what rooms these ladies get. You made that decision. As the host and the co-host, you and Toya went around and chose who get what room, but then you don't have enough common sense, decency that these ladies are going to want to eat throughout the day, that it took this man a whole day and then some just to roast a pig so that y'all can have something to eat on that night. So yeah, when I think about it, Kenya, you definitely handled this situation wrong, and you definitely you lacked on your communication skills. But we'll get to that as we go throughout the rest of this review. Now, while all the ladies up in their feelings and feeling away, you got Drew over there like this. I'm Drew. Like, what the fuck is this shit? What the hell is going on, honey? We're not gonna play no game, honey. I could have just drove all back to ATL. I could have been in my bed by now for all the foolery y'all done put me through. You got Fallon over there chilling right with Drew like, girl, I'm just going to hop and skip over to my villa next door because I ain't got shit to do with this because we got a whole bunch of food over there in my house. Okay, my man over there with my kids. Like, I mean, I don't really know. I ain't really got to be here either. So they over there chilling, but all the other ladies are pressed. So the next day we see Drew having a conversation, FaceTiming with her husband. And what she learns is that she thought they were going to close towards the end of the month and kind of find out it's actually a bit sooner than what she thought. And when it comes down to the movers, her husband already had everything moved. And he said that the movers, because she was like, well, I wasn't included in this. Like, dang, I feel left out. He was like, well, when it comes to the movers, everything happens so quickly, and they don't really have a lot of time. So you got to jump in when you can get in. In addition to that, I wanted you to have the time to relax and just chill out. And it's like, okay, she still could have got that time to relax and chill out. And you still could have told her, hey, while you're away, I want you to enjoy yourself. I want you to be carefree about everything that's going on at the house. Let me worry about that. I'm going to go ahead and have the movers come in and move some things so that when it's time for us to fully close, we'll be ready to go ahead and transition. And you don't have to worry about that. Your leg is messed up anyway, so it's not like you're going to be able to do a lot of that work. So I wanted to take some of that weight off you. So clearly, I see where Ralph may have good intentions at times. He just does things extremely poorly, and he lacks on his communication skills as well. We see Drew don't like shit like that. Okay, you gotta communicate. You gotta tell Drew what the hell going on, what it is, what it ain't, what it's gonna be, what's up, what's something I said with me. Okay, that's the thing that's going on with Miss Drew. Now, while Cynthia outside talking to her man Mike Hill, all the other ladies decide to gather in a room. Kandi pulled everybody together. She like, listen, we're gonna do some type of real nice dungeon bachelorette party for Miss Cynthia. I don't want none of y'all else to tell her. Okay, now keep in mind, this ain't no Louis Gucci Prada, but I do have y'all some outfits that y'all are gonna put on. All right, so y'all just be real quiet. She made sure she looked over there at Miss Kenya and told her, girl, and don't you say shit. You better be quiet, honey. Okay? So all the ladies are getting super excited about that as they get ready to head out. So Kenya and Kandi are over there talking, and she's like, okay, Kandi, so what's the plan for the day? Kandi like, girl, why the hell you ask me what the plan is for the day when it's your trip? Oh, okay, so you want to ask me the plan? Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and tell you the plan then. The plan is, Toya going to do this workout. We're going to do the workout. Then we're going to go out to eat wherever y'all had suggested we go out to eat. Then we're going to come back tonight. And then, we're going to do the whole, the little party, little bachelorette stuff. We're going to get it down like that or whatever. And you need to make sure while you at it that your mother babysitter gonna be here all day. You need to make sure your nanny gonna be here all day. And Kenya was like, girl, all day, honey. She can't be here all day. Well, girl, you gonna have to do something, honey. Kandi, I can't work her for 24 hours a day. Well, but you need to get two. Bring two next time. You're gonna have to figure it out. That's not my problem. That's not, shut your ass up before I get to molly-whopping on your ass. Okay, girl? I'm just letting you know. You need to do what it is you need to do. You know why? Because I have to do that too. When it comes down to me, I have to do that. I have to get two nannies or whatever. So then Kenya gets, a bit frustrated. They kind of got loud with each other because Kandi wasn't trying to really hear what Kenya had to say. Even though Kenya was trying to defend herself and let her know she was going through a lot of stuff, Kenya said, girl, let's go outside. Let's have a conversation, okay? We got these cameras in here. America is watching. I'm really not trying to have no confrontation with one of my good Judys on the show, okay? So let's just go ahead and sit outside and let's have this real heart-to-heart conversation, okay? Kandi tells Kenya, like, girl, I feel like you've been hella annoying since you've been on this trip. She started calling her out for all of her antics. She started calling her out about the private private jet, about the food. Kandi said, now, you know, I don't give about no private jet, honey. But when it comes to that motherfucking food, please understand I would have loved and would have appreciated a motherfucking crab cake. Do you hear me? Now, I don't play by my food. I may play about a lot of things, but my food is one thing that I do not play about. Let's be very clear. Kandi even calls Kenya out about her issue with Marlo. Like, girl, you was even wrong for how you booked the room with Marlo and how you chose her room. Like, girl, you just been doing a lot of fugazi shit since we've been on this trip, and I don't really like it. I don't appreciate that at all. So Kenya asked Kandi, girl, why you don't call these other motherfuckers out on their BS? Since you want to sit up here and act like you got my back, but you over here calling me out. Why you don't never call nobody else out? And then Kandi said, girl, I know you're not going there with me, honey. Are you serious? So you really sit up here trying to question my loyalty when I've taken a lot of flack for your mother? Girl, we're not even finna go there. Like I said, you was wrong. You was foul. Okay, you took a private jet. You didn't include us on that. You got you something to eat. You didn't include us on that. Okay, you chose Marlo's box-sized closet of a room, honey. And then you brought your child. You didn't include us on that to see if we want to bring ours. Girl, are you serious? And then you didn't want to come downstairs and play the game? Or anything like that. Like, girl, you was foul and you was wrong. And so Kenya starts to talk about how she's going through a lot, this, that, and the other. And Kenya's like, girl, I hear you talking. I hear a lot of that you saying, but girl, I like Mark. But listen, you can't be trying to let that man control you all the way from New York. You need to get your shit together, girl. And in my opinion, I feel like Kandi called out a lot of things that Kenya did wrong for this trip, but Kenya only primarily focused on her dealings when it came to her daughter and how she has no help in this and that. But it's like, Kenya, okay, cool, we got your answer for that. But what about all the other whole shit that you did? Okay, you could have just told them, everybody as a group, because originally you told Drew not to even say anything about the private jet. Only for you to end up having to talk about it and for you to show it on social media. So you could have said, hey, y'all want to take a private jet, whatever. Maybe you should have saved that private jet, and when it got your ass an extra nanny is what you should have did. Okay, that money you spent on, all that money you spent on a private jet, you should have just spent that on getting you an extra nanny, honey, so they could watch your child throughout the whole day. Okay, and that's one thing that Portia highlighted. Portia highlighted when she went to Greece with everybody, she brought baby PJ and she didn't miss a beat at all. So, yeah, girl. But I can appreciate Kandi for keeping it real and being honest with Kenya. I think that's what Kenya needed to hear in that friendship. Like, I'm not finna be your yes person. I'm finna tell you what it is. And what it is that you was wrong. And I don't like how you went about handling this situation. And if I'm supposed to be your good friend while you sitting over here talking about somebody having your back and being loyal to you, if I'm supposed to be your good friend, you should have told me, a person that's always defending you, you should have told me in the beginning, hey, I'm getting a private jet. I'm taking Toya with me. Hey, I'm bringing my daughter. Hey, I'm ordering some food, this, that, and the other. Because if you weren't going to fall through and complete the actions of what you should have did, baby, Kandi could have stepped in as she's doing now with the Bachelorette theme. She could have stepped in and said, hey, Kenya got this or that going on. I'm going to go ahead and order some food for everybody, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So if Kandi's going to be your good Judy, the least you can do is try and communicate with her what's going on. So after the conversation Kenya has with Kandi, she goes to the ladies. She said, hey, I did not tell you ladies I was bringing my daughter. I apologize about that. I know I didn't have food for you guys the other day. I also apologize about that. She apologized, but I can't really say whether or not it was sincere. It seemed like a rushed apology. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm only doing this because Kandi called me out. I don't know if it was really sincerity in it. So later on in the episode, when Tanya mentions that, like, they just wanted to feel some type of sincerity in her apology or whatever, I think that was true. I think she said it perfectly, and that's what the ladies were looking for. So Drew is going to be held back because, you know, she has the Achilles issue or whatnot. And then Portia just like, girl, I ain't finna work out, you know, vegan is good enough for me. Like, I'm tired, I'm not finna go do that. So her and Drew go and have a seat. And that's when Drew expresses herself like, I don't understand this group of women. Y'all say one thing, y'all do another. Y'all fake as hell. Everybody was upset with Kenya last night. And then now we wake up this morning and everybody's tired. Lollipop, lollipop, everybody's just good, you know. And she's like, that's just not how that goes. Like, I'm used to women, when we have an issue, we talk it out, we get it over with, and we move forward from there, you know. And somebody need to have a conversation with her, and she's thinking that it's gonna be Portia, and Portia's like, girl, it's not gonna be me because me and Kenya are not friends. She was like, well, I figured since you over here trying to lead the movement, you could lead the movement to talk to Kenya. And she was like, well, girl, listen, I know my lane. I try to stay in my lane the best that I can when it comes to Miss Kenya, honey. Be very clear about that. She needs to talk to somebody that's her actual friend, because it's not gonna come good if it comes from me. Okay, so let's move on. We could see Drew and Tanya having a conversation. Tanya tells her that she starts talking about her life partner. And she said, the reason I call her my life partner is because everybody asks if we're married and we're not married yet. So then Drew asked her, like, does she want any kids? She's like, yeah. Then they start talking about marriage. And then Tanya says, well, I dread planning an actual wedding. I'm glad Cynthia's not around to hear me say that. And it's like, Tanya, no, you don't. I thought you enjoyed planning shit like that. You did a great job with planning down there in Canada. Girl, I think she does like to plan. She just doesn't know if and whenever they're going to get married. That's just what that is. So don't be trying to downplay it, because had Paul proposed to you like right then or whatever, or he set a date like we're gonna get married on this day or whatever, girl, you would be all for it. Portia would be getting you so excited and ready to choose your dress and all this stuff. So Tanya, you can miss me with that bullshit, okay? You over here just trying to make yourself feel comfortable, and you continuing to go along with what it is that he wants. And I hope that you're getting what it is that you want out of the deal as well. But either way, honey, good luck. So the ladies go out to dinner. They're all out to dinner. Drew just opens up the floor. She's like, listen, I want to play a game. Y'all ready? Okay, because y'all should be real familiar with this, okay, because y'all do this all the time, okay? So I want to play a game, and it's going to be called The Realist and The Fakeist. And here go Toya. Yeah, Toya, I'm glad you did, girl. I'm glad you did you, because you know where you are on the totem pole, girl. You know where you stand. Drew goes on to mention, like, listen, I notice a lot of odds and ends when it comes to the group, and it really confuses me because I'm a person that's trying to get to know everybody, but it's confusing because this person don't like this person, and this person like that person, but that person don't like this person. It's a lot of stuff going on. Like, for example, Kenya, and she's about to use Kenya as an example, and she said, last night it was like this big deal about you bringing your daughter Brooklyn. Kenya was like, yeah, I did bring my daughter Brooklyn. If you want to know about my daughter, Drew, just say that. Drew said, yeah, of course. Of course we want to know about your daughter. She was like, well, I'm confused as to why you're coming at me with this. Well, Kenya, if you would have shut the hell up and listened, you would have saw she was using you as an example to point out these other fake ass bitches at the table. That's what I was taking from what Drew said. When she first started the conversation off, it wasn't so much as I know towards the end, Drew ended up mentioning the era of Kenya's ways, but initially she was trying to open up the floor for these other ladies to keep that shit a book. That's why, and everybody else knew, that's why Cynthia bust out and tried to go ahead and give her piece. And that's when Toya said things are about to go left now, like they did last night. Yeah, Toya, because you also was team everybody else, and you were against your good Judy Kenya. Let's be very understanding about that, honey. So that's why they jumped in. So I think that's where Drew was going. She was getting ready to call everybody else out, but Kenya would not allow Drew to even talk. So that's why she felt attacked. She really felt attacked because Kandi had already checked her ass, and I guess she already knew Drew was setting up the floor for the other ladies to tell her exactly how they felt. So she immediately got on the defense and was feeling attacked by that. And I kind of feel like if Kenya would have just, eventually she tried to, open up and listen and stuff, but starting off, just listen. Just hear what they saying. Because if you trust Kandi, so if Kandi is telling you this is a problem and everybody else saying, obviously something's wrong. Okay? And you trust Kandi ain't just telling you some shit just to be telling you. If Kandi's speaking out, then Kandi is really bothered by it. And you got to understand that she's not the only one. We saw Kenya begin to defend her actions as it pertains to her mothering, but it's like, Kenya, we got that part. Okay, we hear you trying to defend yourself with the mothering, but we talking about all the other shit that you did. All the other stuff that you did. And you feel like you apologized, but as Tanya said it, Tanya was like, we didn't feel the sincerity, because she really didn't like the fact that Tanya was trying to order that food, and I don't blame Tanya. I don't blame Tanya for ordering that food at all. Girl, we're not finna sit here all day talking about this shit. Girl, you have starved us long enough the other day, and you're not finna do it again today. We finna go ahead and order this food, honey. Kenya wanted everybody's undivided attention, okay? She told, I'll wait till y'all put y'all phones down. I'll wait. And then Marlo said, but girl, you just had your phone in your hand. This lady is delusional, honey. And Kenya said, well, I ain't got my phone in my hand now, so what's up? What's up? Y'all shut your up before I get to molly whopping on your ass. Okay, girl? So what else is going on? I'm waiting. And that's when Tanya was like, girl, I'm looking at you. I've been looking at you this whole time. No, you wasn't, Tanya, but we get you, girl. You had to order that food, so you had to do what needed to be done in that moment. So do you, okay? And so she was like, girl, the thing is you weren't sincere. And then Kandi says, here's the thing, Kenya, you keep kind of like downplaying what had happened. Like, that's the issue. Like, you're not fully acknowledging it, receiving it, accepting it, and genuinely, sincerely apologizing for your actions. Like, that's really the big deal here. So as Kenya continues to try and explain herself, Portia over there on her phone, she was like I said, I'm gonna wait till I have y'all undivided attention. Portia said, oh no, I'm good. I can hear. I'm good. You can go ahead. You can go ahead. I can hear. And they can hear too. No, you can go ahead. You good. You good? No, Let them go ahead and hear your stop story, because I ain't got time for it, okay? I don't have time, girl. Go ahead. Whatever it is you're gonna do, honey. What's up? What's up, girl? Talk about it, honey, because I'm not really hearing you. You ain't talking about shit. You already know. What's up? So that's when Kenya starts getting frustrated and upset. She was like, you see this disrespectful stuff? Like this, she's so condescending. Do you see her actions? Do you see all of this that she's bringing towards me? Listen, here's the thing. You guys love talking about a village. If you're going to be my village, then be my motherfucking village then. How about that? Be my village. Okay. Kandi calls her out and she's just like, girl, we just talk about the whole fact that you be presenting this double standard thing, girl. And had somebody done it to you, girl, you'll be jumping off the walls. That's all we're trying to say. Drew over here like, well, girl, listen, we just telling you this, that you have a bit of communication issues. Okay. If these are your good girlfriends, all we ask is that you communicate well so that we'll know how to accommodate you or whatever. Like, that's all we asking that you do, honey, if these are going to be your friends. Instead of you getting so defensive, you know what I'm saying? So like, don't get defensive. Just at least take the time to actually hear people out and then make sure that you're communicating how you should be communicating. Like, that's all we're saying. Like, no, it doesn't have to be a bad thing. Like, you ain't got to, get on the defense or whatever. We're just good girlfriends talking. So Kenya apologizes again, for her actions. And she apologized earlier, which we did not think was that much sincere. This time she apologized. I think she had a bit more sincerity in it. And hopefully the conversation doesn't come up again. And hopefully Kenya has different actions moving forward, which wouldn't warrant her to have to apologize for the same thing yet again. All of the ladies get ready to head out. They hop on the bus, they headed back, and Kandi gets her text message from Don Juan letting her know that Bolo is at the house. The package has been delivered, honey, and we about to get ready to throw down, okay? So we just go see how next week's episode goes with Bulo, or whatever his name is, a Bolu, Boogaloo, child, who knows, honey? And I believe that's gonna be one of the episodes. I feel like they're gonna drag this out for probably like 2 more episodes for sure, because I think this is the trip when not Kandi, but Portia and Tanya probably allegedly do some little freaky stuff with the stripper. I believe this is going to be it, but I feel like they're going to drag this out a little longer. I feel like this episode or this segment of the show where they're on this trip did not have to be dragged out as long as they dragged the show out. We didn't have enough. It wasn't enough content for y'all to really do that. Y'all really could have got this one and done in like 2 or 3 episodes. I feel like it's running longer than what it needs to be, but girl, okay, it's quarantine, it's pandemic time, honey. I guess you got to do what you got to do. So we'll just see how everything flows on next week's episode. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts overall about Kenya. Kenya bringing her daughter. Kenya not wanting to come down to play with the other ladies. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts about that. Was she in the wrong? What are your thoughts about Kandi? Kandi finally letting Kenya know exactly how she feels about everything. What are your thoughts about how Drew addressed the situation at the table? Do you feel like Drew was wrong? I would like to know you guys' thoughts about this entire episode as well as this review. I'm jamithatsme. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.